Hi, my name is Brie Leclaire, and I work for the Parkinson's Association of Alberta as a Client Service Coordinator in the Lethbridge and Medicine Hat regions. I'm a registered social worker, and I started my education background in psychology and neuroscience. So to get started, today we're going to talk a little bit about anxiety and stress, and then learn about some different ways to cope with anxiety and stress. So what is anxiety and stress? So they do share a lot of similar symptoms, and they can seem similar. The biggest difference is that stress is due to a known environmental factor. So that might be something like public speaking, a big visit with family coming up, or it could be like seeing a bear while hiking. There's a known stressor that causes the stress versus anxiety. Anxiety is due to an unknown stressor or chronic stress. So if we're not dealing with our daily stress, we can end up feeling anxious and not necessarily knowing how to pinpoint what's making us feel anxious. With stress, stress goes away when the stressor goes away. An important part of taking care of ourselves in our daily lives and during particularly chaotic times like our current environment is managing our anxiety and stress levels. So anxiety and stress affect our mental and physical health. So now I can talk all day about the causes of stress and anxiety and their symptoms and why it's important to manage these feelings. But for this video, we will leave it here and get to the fun stuff. I am available for any further questions. Should you have any, you can call me directly at 403-317-7710 or toll free at 1-800-561-1911. So anxiety and stress are common in most people's lives, and for Parkinson's, anxiety is a common non-motor symptom. Parkinson's disease affects the neurotransmitters in the brain, most significantly dopamine. The fluctuations in these neurotransmitters can lead to anxiety, depression, apathy, and Parkinson's disease can also add stress to our daily lives. So how do we manage to combat stress and anxiety? The good news is that there's many things we can do to help manage stress and anxiety. For this video, we're going to go through 4 different exercises and end off with a little bit about. So let's start with a simple breathing exercise. So 4-7-8 breathing. So you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. You repeat this 4 times a day. So now it may take a little bit of practice to be able to hold your breath that long or to breathe out for that many seconds, but just give it your best, and the more you practice, the easier it'll get. So let's do that 4 times together. So we're going to breathe in for 4, and we're going to hold it for 7, and we're going to breathe out for 8. So make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So let's do that 3 more times. So in for 4, and hold for 7, and out for 8. The nice control kind of in and out that you can take with that hold, the kind of more relaxing it feels, also helps avoid any of that lightheaded feeling. So we don't want to be hyperventilating and kind of huffing in and out. So 2 more times, in for 4, and hold for 7, and out for 8. And 1 more time, so in for 4, hold for 7, and out for 8. So if you repeat this 4 times a day, the more you do it, the more it trains your body to respond to this breathing, and the better you're going to feel after doing it. So I do reckon, even if you're not feeling stressed or anxious, particularly that day, if you kind of think about it, just give it a try. And that, because the more you practice it, the more your brain's going to respond to that breathing. So this exercise helps regulate our breathing, but it also helps calm the nervous system. That's why it works so great for calming stress and anxiety. And if you do this frequently, it's going to help kind of melt away those feelings of stress. So next up, we're going to go through another breathing exercise. What is nice about breathing exercises is that they can be done anywhere. You can do them without any extra resources or supplies. So for this one, it's called abdominal breathing. So you want to start sitting comfortably, feet flat on the floor. Can't see my feet, but they're flat on the floor. Place 1 hand on your stomach and 1 hand on your chest. And then you're going to inhale through the nose. And then notice which hand's moving the most. So if the hand on your stomach's the one moving the most, you're going to want that you're doing the right thing. You're doing good. If it's the one on your chest, then you want to make sure that you're focusing on getting your stomach to be the one moving the most. You can do this by trying to kind of press out your stomach when you're taking a breath in. Some people kind of focus on filling the bottom then before the top, but whatever works for you. So as you breathe in, be sure you're inhaling through your nose and out through your mouth. So breathe like this for a few minutes, 2, 5, 10 minutes, whatever is comfortable for you. As you practice, it becomes easier to maintain for longer and its calming effects increase. So let's do this 5 times. So hand on the chest, hand on the stomach, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make sure that hand on the stomach's the one moving the most and not the chest. So in again through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do that 3 more times. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, hand on your chest is going to move a little bit, but you want to make sure the one moving the most is still the one on the stomach. So again, 2 more times, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And 1 more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Some people find it more calming if you want to close your eyes while you're doing it. Sometimes it feels awkward. On camera though, staring into the camera, trying to just make sure that you can see what you need to see. So perfect. So that's kind of this abdominal breathing. You can do it for longer, whatever's comfortable. As I said, 2, 5, 10 minutes. But for this video, it would take up a lot of time. So we'll leave it there as a couple deep breaths. The next activity we're going to jump into is now for a guided relaxation. So what these are is you can find these online, on YouTube, on apps for your smartphone like Mindshift and Calm. And they're like little scripts that go through kind of a scenery. You take deep breaths in and out, so in through the nose, out through the mouth, you know, as we've been saying the whole video. And that, but you're focusing in on the scenery and in on your breathing, and it helps distract the mind and it helps regulate that breathing. So they can be nice and calming. You just kind of listen. They're the most beneficial if you can have someone else read them to you or listen to a recording of one. And that, or off the apps, they have some nice ones with some music in the background and stuff like that. So this one that I'm going to read to you today is called The Beach. So sit comfortably, feet flat on the floor, kind of lean back where it's comfortable. You're more than welcome, like lay down, close your eyes, and that, just find a position that's comfortable where you feel that you can breathe nicely. So take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth while I read this. So for a few moments, allow yourself to take several nice, long, deep breaths. Notice the cool air coming in and filling your lungs and the soothing, warm air going out. Just let all of your thoughts float away as you bring your attention to your breathing, in and out. You might mentally scan your body and notice if you're holding any tension in your muscles. If you are, just gently let all the tension melt away with every breath. Bring your attention to your breathing in and out, in and out. Let yourself feel more and more comfortable sitting where you are. In your mind's eye, you see yourself descending down a long, narrow, wooden stairway towards a beautiful, inviting beach. Your bare feet feel the rough, weathered steps, and with each step, you feel more and more tension gently melting away from your body. As you continue down the stairway, you notice how the bright white sand stretches down the shoreline as far as you can see. The ocean is a deep shade of blue with the fine white crests of the waves sweeping towards the shore. You reach the end of the stairway and step down, sinking into the warm, soothing sand. As you rub the sand lightly between your toes, a soothing sensation of relaxation gently melts through your entire body. The roaring sounds of the sea's surf and the waves crashing over each other calms your mind and allows you to feel more relaxed. You begin walking slowly towards the edge of the water and notice the warm sun on your face and shoulders. The salty smell of the sea air invigorates you, and you take in a deep breath. Breathe slowly out and feel more relaxed and refreshed. Finally, you reach the water's edge and you gladly invite the waves to flow over your toes and ankles. You watch the waves glide smoothly towards you, gently sweeping around your feet, and the trails of sea water that flow slowly back out again. The cool water feels soft and comforting as you enjoy a few moments, allowing yourself to gaze out on the far-reaching horizon. Overhead, you notice two seagulls gracefully soaring high above the ocean's waters. You can hear their soft cries becoming faint as they glide away. And all of these sights, sounds, and sensations allow you to let go and relax more and more. After a moment, you begin strolling down the beach at the water's edge. You feel a cool, gentle breeze pressing lightly against your back. With every step, you feel yourself relaxing more and more. As you walk down the beach, you notice the details of sights and sounds around you, and soothing sensations of the sun, the breeze, and the sand below your feet. As you continue your leisurely walk down the beach, you notice a colorful beach chair resting in a nice, peaceful spot where the powdery, soft sand lies undisturbed. You approach this comfortable-looking beach chair, and you sit down, lie back, and settle in. You take in a long, deep breath, and you breathe slowly out and feel even more relaxed and comfortable resting in your chair. For a few moments more, let yourself enjoy the sand, the sights and sounds of this beautiful day on the beach. When you feel ready, you can gently bring your attention back to the room, still letting yourself feel nice and comfortable sitting where you are. So that's a guided relaxation, and that one, yes, was called The Beach. And that kind of a nice thing to have when it's cold outside in this kind of winter / start of spring that we've got here. And this just helps with regulating that breathing once again and focusing in, kind of distracting the mind, focusing on something that's very calm and serene. Our last exercise we're going to do is a progressive muscle relaxation, or sometimes it's referred to as PMR. The progressive muscle relaxation is an effective technique so for reducing overall body tension and stress and anxiety. So by tensing your muscles and then relaxing them, you enable yourself to kind of feel more relaxed, and you relax your muscles better, letting go of that physical tension. So this is another one. Once again, there's lots of scripts out there. You can definitely kind of read the script yourself and do it. It can be really nice and handy because you don't have to stop and start if there's kind of a video of one being read out like this one here. But lots of scripts out there if there's particular parts of your body you want to focus on. But it's good to do an overall body one just to focus in on those areas. Sometimes we don't notice how much tension we hold in different parts of the body. So it's nice to kind of get that out and loosen that up. So if you want to sit back comfortably, feet on the floor again, you can close your eyes again if that's something you're comfortable with, and take some deep breaths in and out through your nose. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So let's begin by taking a deep breath and noticing the feeling of air filling your lungs. Hold your breath for a few seconds. And then release the breath slowly and let the tension leave your body. Take in another deep breath and hold it. And again, slowly release the air. So even slower now, take another breath, fill your lungs, and hold the air. Slowly release that breath and imagine the feeling of tension leaving your body. Now move your attention to your feet. Begin to tension your feet by curling your toes in the arch of your foot. Hold that tension and notice what it feels like. So hold for a 5 count, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release that tension in your foot and notice the new feeling of relaxation. So next, begin to focus on your lower leg, tense the muscles in your calves, and hold them tightly and pay attention to the feeling of tension. So hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the tension from your lower legs, and again, notice the feeling of relaxation. Remember to continue taking deep breaths. Next, tense the muscles in your upper legs and pelvis. So you're going to do this by tightly squeezing your thighs together. Make sure you feel tenseness without feeling to the point of strain. So we don't want to hurt our muscles or strain them. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So release that tension and feel the tension leave your muscles. So begin to tense your stomach and chest. This can be done by kind of sucking in your stomach you might want to kind of try and squeeze the muscles around your chest. And hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release the tension. Allow your body to kind of go limp. Let yourself notice the feeling of relaxation. So continue taking deep breaths. Breathe in slowly, noticing the air fill your lungs, and hold it. And release the air slowly and feel it leaving your lungs. Next, tense the muscles in your back by bringing your shoulders back together behind you. On that, so you can kind of squeeze those shoulder blades together and hold them tightly. So keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release that tension from your back. Feel the tension slowly leaving your body and the new feeling of relaxation. Notice how you can do this without straining. So now we're going to do tense our arms. So tense your hands, your forearms, your kind of bicep, shoulder. You can do it by kind of bring your arm up, or you can do it by leaving your arm extended and tensing all those muscles, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then release the tension from your arms and shoulders. Notice the feeling of relaxation in your fingers, your hands, arms, shoulders, and notice how your arms kind of feel limp and at ease. So move to your neck and face. So we're going to tense our face and our neck by distorting the muscles around our eyes and mouth, so you can kind of scrunch. And we'll hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now release. Allow your whole body to go limp and pay attention to the feeling of relaxation. Finally, we're going to tense our entire body. So your feet, your legs, your thighs, your stomach, chest, arms, head, and neck. So tense hard without straining and hold that tension for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Allow your whole body to kind of relax and go limp. Pay attention to that feeling of relaxation and how different it feels from the feeling of tension. So begin to slowly wake your body up, moving your muscles. You might want to kind of adjust, shake your arms out, shake your legs out, maybe kind of your fingers, wiggle your toes, stretch your muscles, and open your eyes when you're ready. So that's a good way to kind of relax all our muscles. If you carry tension in a particular spot, like I carry a lot of tension here in my shoulders and in my neck, so I might want to do something that focuses in a little bit more on those specific areas if I can find a script like that, though the overall body one does feel really nice and relaxing. So our last little part before we're done the video for the day, we're going to touch briefly on self-care. So self-care is super important for us. It's how we take care of ourselves. So self-care is the things that we do that help us maintain good health and improves our feeling of well-being. So you'll find that most of these activities, you probably do lots of them already on your own, but self-care falls into 5 different categories. So there's physical, spiritual, professional, emotional, and social self-care. So self-care does not need to be fancy. It can be things that you're already doing, and they make you feel good. So some examples are like exercise, meditation, eating healthy, getting enough sleep is important, talking to your friends and family, participating in hobbies. Maybe it's reading a new book or coloring a picture, going for a walk, anything that makes you feel good. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And these are just some examples. There's lots of things out there for self-care, so do what makes you feel the best. If you want, kind of try and focus in on all those areas. I know there's 5. Some of them might not be as important to you, but if we have a bit of balance in self-care, that can help our feeling of well-being and help us better manage anxiety and stress. So that concludes our video for today. Thank you so much for joining us here with PAA. I challenge you to try these on your own and do one extra thing for self-care. So if this week you can do one of these activities, so a breathing exercise, a guided relaxation, or progressive muscle relaxation, and do one extra thing for self-care to take care of yourself. So that's all I have for you today. If you need anything, you can always reach out to us here at Parkinson's Association of Alberta. And once again, you can reach me directly at 403-317-7710 or toll free at 1-800, oh goodness, 561-1911. Perfect. Well, it's wonderful for all you to come out today. Have a good rest of your day.